Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm going to be talking about if Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills can upset the Kansas City Chiefs and quarterback Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game, as Mahomes has said that he passed concussion protocol, which does seem kind of suspicious. So if you want to see more on that, then check out Brian Sutter MD's video that I watched on the Patrick Mahomes concussion. But also, before I get into the video, subscribe if you want to see daily or sometimes even 2 times a day sports content. Also, if you don't subscribe, at least please like the video or comment, as it helps the algorithm go in my favor. Also, the music in the background is made by my sister, and if you want to check more of the music, then click the link in the description. But now to the video. The Buffalo Bills will be playing against the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Will be between arguably the 2 best young quarterbacks in the league, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is potentially the most talented player already of all time, but he got injured twice against the Cleveland Browns. Earlier in the game, Mahomes had a toe injury that there has been no really report of on his toe injury throughout this week, but he did return the game and actually missed no time from the toe injury, but the third quarter got hit and was taken out to be evaluated for a concussion. He was out for the rest of the game and put into the NFL's concussion protocol, but on Friday he said in an interview that he has passed a concussion protocol and will play in the game. But this is kind of suspicious, as I do think at the very least he did have a concussion, and that was because of who I mentioned before, Brian Sutter MD's video. I'm not a doctor, but he's talking about the position of his fall and how that means that he has a concussion, so go check it out after this video. But Patrick Mahomes is still one of the best players in the league, and in his 15 games he played, the Chiefs went 14-1 before being rested in Week 17 after Kansas City had clinched a bye for the playoffs. In those 15 games, Mahomes threw for 4,740 yards and 38 touchdowns on only 6 interceptions, all on a career-high 66.3% completion rate, while running for another career-high 308 rushing yards and an additional 2 rushing touchdowns. He'll most likely finish top 3 in MVP voting with favorite Aaron Rodgers and potentially also opponent Josh Allen, or even maybe Russell Wilson, Derrick Henry, or Lamar Jackson. Even though Mahomes is very dangerous, the rushing attack is very underrated, and they have torched the Bills earlier in Week 6. In that game, Clyde Edwards-Helaire rushed for a career-high 161 yards, and Darrell Williams rushed a touchdown, while leading the Chiefs to a 2016-17 win. That game, even the Bills said post-game that they were just trying to contain Patrick Mahomes and would live with anything that the rookie Clyde Edwards-Helaire and the rest of the Chiefs runners would do. That did turn out bad, and this game I expect the Bills to try and contain the run more, as Mahomes might not be healthy, and I think Buffalo will get almost a 50-50 split on covering the passing and running. A huge matchup for the Bills defense and Chiefs offense is Matt Milano against star tight end Travis Kelce. Bills linebacker Matt Milano has been great against tight ends when healthy and just held Mark Andrews to 4 catches and 28 yards. Made him virtually useless compared to how he usually is. In the Week 6 game with Bills and Chiefs, Travis Kelce, he caught 5 catches for 65 yards, but also caught 2 touchdowns. Matt Milano was out that game. If Kelce is able to beat Milano on his routes and blocks, the Chiefs' offense will be rolling. But if Milano's able to outperform Kelce, make the Chiefs' star tight end have a bad game, then the Chiefs' offense will do horrible, as the offense depends on Kelce. If he isn't able to get rolling, Mahomes will most likely have a down game. And against one of the best offenses in the league, and a defense going off its best game of the season by holding arguably the hottest team at the time in the NFL to 3 points, the Kansas City Chiefs will have a real tough time beating the Bills. Now let's talk about a few reasons why the Bills will upset the Kansas City Chiefs. The first reason that the Bills will win is the Patrick Mahomes injury. I know he did pass the concussion protocol, and his toe has been reported as fine. This is different though, between Mahomes being injured and playing the Bills or the Jets, especially because Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and with Mahomes injured, even if he is a bit banged up, Allen could be as good, or even better than a slightly injured Mahomes. And Mahomes is the Chiefs' biggest advantage, so if he isn't performing at how he usually is and the other quarterback is better, then That'll be huge for the Bills, and it'll be horrible for the Chiefs because they're losing arguably their biggest advantage. But the second reason is that the Bills are arguably the hottest team in the league right now. Josh Allen hasn't thrown for less than 200 yards since November. His first game against the Ravens, his game against the Ravens was the first time he didn't throw multiple touchdowns since November. The Bills have scored 34.7 points in the second half of the season, including the playoffs, and third this entire season with 30.3 points per game. This defense is also coming off the best defensive game of the season, holding the scorching hot Baltimore Ravens to 3 points, as well as returning a 101-yard interception for a touchdown. That was Teron Johnson. This might be the hottest team in the league, and definitely hotter than the Chiefs, as the Chiefs didn't cover the spread in most games, and it's just underperformed and kind of sleptwalked through the year. But the last reason why the Bills will win is that this game just means more to the Bills than the Chiefs. The Buffalo Bills haven't won a Super Bowl in their franchise's history and haven't been to a Super Bowl since the 1993 playoffs, during the infamous stretch of time where the Bills lost 4 straight Super Bowls to all NFC East teams. Now, I know, the NFC East used to be good. It's weird. But that was also the last time the Bills even made the conference championship, as this game means a ton to the Bills because they haven't been here in a while. The Chiefs just won a title and were expected to sleepwalk to the Super Bowl. This game doesn't mean as much to the team as it does to the Bills. If the Bills do try harder than the Chiefs, then they could upset Kansas City and Mahomes. I do want to say I think this game will be close and any team can take it. The Chiefs do have a coaching advantage, as Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy are great coaches, and though Brian Daboll is a great offensive coordinator, I do want to say what I am about to say is something that not a lot of people agree with me, but Sean McDermott is not a good playoff coach. He had a horrible game last season against the Texans, and he hasn't done good against the Colts or Ravens this year. But I think it will be a great game, and I'm rooting for the Bills to win the game, as I did pick them in my bracket as a risky pick. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Be healthy, stay safe, and peace.